Can't stop, won't stop, get guap. 10 white toes and them toy flip-flops. Manicures and pedicures, I'm always tip-top. When they say I'm not hot, all these lies need to stop. Cause I'm icy, wifey, haters wanna fight me. Never been the one get RP up on a whitey. Keep my hands clean, got some hitters moving shiesty.
Hi, welcome back to my channel, and this is my second video in one day. So, you might recognize my shirt and my makeup, but today is gonna be a story time. So the whole thing for me saying this is that imagine I went to college at age 20 to 21, between two, and I was bullied in college. We're supposed to be more mature, more understanding, more open, and it's mostly girls that do this shit, but they still, like, what the fuck is going on with the bullying? Like, and that was back then, like, what, 5 years ago, and it's still happening, and kids are hurting themselves or killing themselves because they're being bullied, and I'm like, damn, this is hard. Like, my point of this channel is to, yes, do some makeup videos and save some money for people, like, you can see the products that I buy so you can save money too. Mostly for that, right? So you can save money. Like, I got a little DIYs and stuff, but mostly is to let people know or try to give my 2 cents of this. I did experience it when I was in elementary school, but I was always friendly with people. I've always been friendly, and if you tell me something mean to me one day and the next day you're nice, I don't give a fuck what happened yesterday. If you're willing to change, I'm willing to change too, you know? So I give people chances, and that's why I also got a big ass trophy. I'll show you guys later. I got a trophy, it's like this big, and it's for a citizenship award in my elementary school, and I was the only one that got it. And so yeah, I guess my point is to not bring awareness, because everybody knows there's bullying in school. I guess what I'm trying to say is, don't be that person. Don't be the bully. And if you're being bullied, mentally or verbally, you gotta talk to somebody, because nobody's gonna be able to do anything if they don't know that it's happening. And I've been bullied. I've had my share of being bullied, just because people believe you if you're different, you're doing good, or you have something they don't have. Instead of asking you how you did it or congratulating you, or just they have some issues. I always bring it down to something's wrong with them, and they're reflecting it on me for some fucking reason. And instead of being emotionally equipped to handle jealousy or anger or whatever towards somebody else, what do? You bully somebody. You grab more people to bully someone, which to me is very cowardly, but bullying is not good or brave in the first place, you know? I just think it starts like this. If you have kids, teach your kids not to be bullies. And teach your kids that if they see someone bullying somebody else, to say something. Because that kid who's being bullied might not say something because of fear or whatever. But if you say something, if your kids see it, because I was that person. If I saw someone bullied, I never fucking like let it go. I was always there. I think that's why I got the citizenship award, because these kids would bully this one kid who would eat paper, and I would be like, you guys are mean, leave him alone. You know, I was always that person, like, whether I got bullied or not, I still helped people who were getting bullied. And I was always friends with the weird person, because I consider myself weird, so I was like, let's join forces, you know? But if you have kids, teach them not to bully, and if they see bullying, to actually say something, and to help these kids out, and to stand up, you know, for somebody else who can't stand up for themselves. And if more people taught their kids that, there would be less bullying in school. And my whole life I lived where I've seen kids or my peers being bullied, and I would always give them that reassurance or that comfort that I know, because I've been through it, that I would want, you know? And I think if kids did that more often, there would be less tragedies. Not only that, but I don't want to get into the whole thing. I just think the root of it is how kids treat other kids, how people treat other people. If you teach your kids to be more self-controlled, you know, or to be more compassionate and willing to help somebody else that are different, this wouldn't even be a topic or conversation, you know? So I'm just saying, if you yourself have done it before, your job is to reverse that. by 3. Like, anytime you see something, be the first one to stand up for someone or to stop it. And I'm just saying, there's plenty of bullies. We don't need more of those. We need more people willing to stand up and protect people who are being bullied, or to stand up and say, you know, this gotta stop, you know. But the reason that this hit home is because I know this was a really hard time for me in college. I can only imagine what little kids are going through. And I've been through it, but just not as severe. I always had this kind of stand up for myself. If I stand up for others, I would stand up for myself. And even though I'm scared in the moment, like, my brother has special needs, and it's junior high, I believe. Yes, it was junior high. And I remember this one kid would pick on my brother all the time, and I would push the kid off my brother, and he didn't like him because he was special needs. We were walking home from school. This kid, the one that was always bullying my brother, passed by through a bike and spit on him. I lost it. He spit on my brother because, for whatever reason, he just saw my brother and I already knew this kid was my brother's bully, and I was always there fucking... My brother is bigger than me. Now he's 6'2", 6'1", but he has, like, the mentality of a 6-year-old, so he talks like a 6-year-old. Like, oh, Mom, can I watch this movie? Kind of like that, you know? But he's the sweetest thing in the world. The sweetest thing, and he would never hurt anybody. And this kid was smaller than my brother, picking on my brother, and I was sticking up for my brother. And I remember, he spit on my brother. Oh my god, it just gets me so mad thinking about this. He spit on my brother while he was on his bike, just spit on him. And I just like, what the fuck? And I just reacted. I had a basketball because I was a tomboy, and I fucking threw it at him, and the kid fell on the side. And he got hurt. Not hurt, but he, like, spruced up his leg, and he fucking deserved it. Don't fucking pick on someone who's not able to defend themselves, you know? So he was pissed. He's like, I'm gonna get my sisters to beat you up, and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, do it right now. You don't have to call your sister. I'm like, do it right now. I don't know how I had these balls, and I swear to God, I'm not lying. This is what I said. I'm like, do it. I'll do it now. Like, I want to say it now. Like, don't call your sisters. Just do it now. And he had nothing to say. So some bullies, if you stand up to them, I guess it works. But I don't know how I got this kind of courage and stuff. I think it's because I love my brother so much that I didn't give up. I was so mad. I was so mad that he spit on my brother who's special needs. And this kid had nothing. That normal kid, evil normal kid. That was just like no. That's why I was not having it. And I mean, my parents didn't know that I did that, which is fine, you know. Don't fucking be picking on my brother, even though he's older than me. You know, that's the whole thing. Like, what I'm saying, don't use violence against violence, but do stand up when you can to help others, because it's the right thing to do. And your conscience should work on your conscience so that it's natural for you to do that. Because some people, it doesn't come natural to help others. But for me it does, because I've always worked on that. I think I'm very empathetic. I really can feel people's emotions just by seeing their face or whatever. So I really surround myself around people who have good energy. I am very absorptive. I observe things. So I'm like, now I just gear myself with like little trinkets, like, you know, the crystals and stuff, just so that I can avoid anything with negative energy. And reason I believe in this stuff is because I bought this hematite ring, which just like absorbs all the negative energy. It doesn't allow you to absorb it. It absorbs it for itself. But I bought 3 in 1 week. 3 in 1 week. It broke 3 times. And it's not because of my husband has the same one since he's had it. And he still has it. And I don't know, he passed it down to my dad just because I got him a better ring, you know, I got him a real ring. And mine broke, my ring broke 3 times. 3 times in 1 week. And so I believe that shit, you know? Okay, so it's going to be a story time about when I went to college at, I think it's called the vocational school, where they teach you how to, like, for mine was a dental sustain class that I took. It was like about a year. It was a full year, 9 to 12 months. So, it's about what happened, and I was turning 21 when this was all happening to me, and so here it goes. Let's go ahead and get started. So back in 2011, the end of 2011 or 2000 and starting the beginning of 2012, I signed myself up for this college. I don't know if I can say it, but let's just call it American. Let's just call it American College. Let's just say that, okay? And I applied for dental assisting, and you know, my husband applied, and actually my husband and we both enrolled at the same time. So we started at the same time. I'm like, you know what? I'll just help him out, you know, because he wanted to take it too. So I was like, you know what? Let's just, you know, it's weird having your husband in the same class, or just, I mean, I met him in school, so in my class, so it's like, you know, it's not a big deal, but it wasn't a big deal to us, but I guess to other people it was. So I guess they didn't mention that too. Anyway, so we started around November, and there's these two girls. I'm not gonna say their real names just because I'm not a bitch, even though they were. There was these two girls that I met there, little ghetto, a lot ghetto, and I'm like, I don't judge. To be honest, I don't judge. I mean, I'm a little judgy, but like normal people. No, I'm less judgy than normal people. I give people a chance to get to know them. I don't really judge on their parents and stuff, but the reason I said ghetto is because of how things ended up, like how things turned out. Like, it was a ghetto situation, and I didn't like it. Like, it's just, I'm not like that, okay? So, these two girls, we had this, first you start with the module. It's called modules. It's every month. And the first module is like the health module, like the starter one. It's like, they try to, the school tries to get like as many people to start at the same time. So in that month, like, it was 3 of us starting within that module. New students come in and they start in their first module, even though you're in your 3rd or 4th. They're like kind of like freshmen, you know. Like, if we're learning about health and you come in, you're gonna learn about health. That's gonna be your first module, even though that's my 3rd. So that first one was the first module. The teacher was awesome. She was super cool. I learned a lot from her, and she looked really good for her age. She was of African descent, but her skin, she looked freaking 30, and she said she was 50. And I believe she was 50. She's very mature, you know. I believe her. Why would you lie about your age to be older, you know? Like, I don't know. But she was really cool. I loved her. I actually left her. For the last day, I gave her a big-ass card saying, we're going to miss you and stuff. That was my idea, you know. I'm very affectionate. Very affectionate, even though I barely know you. I'm very affectionate. But that's my problem. I'm very trustworthy. This is what the issue was, and it's always been my issue. So these two girls, they see me, they see my husband. They don't assume they're together, because my husband's pretty attractive in my eyes, but I've been told that he's really attractive. So it's not just what I think. So they assume, you know, this girl can get this guy, you know. But I was still thinner than what I am now, but I was still not like. Anyways, I'll show you a picture of him, so like, you know. So this is him now. Oh, you can't see. Can you see? Oh no. Okay, there we go. So that's my husband. He has big fucking blue eyes, and he has pretty eyelashes, and he's light skinned, and he's really sweet too. I just love him. I fell in love with him from the moment I saw him, so that's a different story. And it's a good one too, because it's been a long time since then. So, I remember we came into class, and it always happens to me like this. Like, I know I'm chubby, but damn, girl, like, give me a chance. Like, so I come in, and of course, we don't want to tell people we're married, but I also don't want nobody hitting up on my man, so, you know, that's my tree, okay? That's my tree, that you can't, I already peed on that, you know? That sounds so dirt gross. I already marked that tree, okay? So, that's fine. So, I'm very territorial when it comes to my man. So, going back to that, so we come in, and we don't tell people we're together, just because, you know, we want to keep it professional. We don't want drama, of course, right? So, we start this class, and everybody's, you know, they're alright. They're not nice or anything like that. But we come in with the 2 other girls, and we befriend these 2 girls. We're going to call her Thing 1 and Thing 2. Thing 1 is short. Thing 2 is tall. They're both ghetto. I shouldn't say that. Okay, let's go back. So, she was just not, there were 2, like, you know, they were just, I think they were in their late teens. They were like 19 and 18. And one of them already had a baby. So, I don't want to, I mean, like, just to tell you what kind of people they are, I kind of had a feeling they were going to be too immature. I'll say the word immature for me to hang out with. But, you know, you want to make friends. I'm not there to be mean or anything. So, I just wanted to be, like, cool, you know? So we were friends in the class, and I'm a bookworm. I'm a nerd. So obviously I got the certificate module of the month or student of the month in that class. In that, so from that class we moved to the actual dental class. So when that month was over, us four, me, my husband and I, and the two girls, thing one and thing two, went to the dental actual class, where the real dental class starts, because we had to first learn about basic health class stuff, and then we moved to the dental. And so I don't want to say ghetto, but it was ghetto in there. Okay, rude, I guess, very rude people. And at first everybody was cool, kind of, like fun and everything. But so we come in. Oh, in the first month, we got through it. It was pretty quick. It was really fun. The first module. The first fucking day, the teacher's like, "Oh, does anybody want to go show these two people where?" Because I think my husband was like, "Oh, where's the bathroom?" And then I'm like, "Oh yeah, where's the bathroom?" And then the girl just fucking raises up her hand and she's like, "Oh, I'll take them. I know where it's at." And then the teacher's like, "Yeah, go ahead. I want to show them around where the bathroom is. Whoever wants to go." And of course, us four, we went to go see where the bathroom was, because we're gonna be there for like a year, So and then she's like, "Are you guys two together?" And I'm like, "Yeah, he's my husband." He's like, I was like, "The fuck? Like, did she really just, the fuck?" Like, whatever. Like, I'm like, you know what? It happens to me all the time. I'm getting so used to it. By the time we were already married for like 2 years, 3 years, and yeah, we were like married already 3 years and together for like 4 or 5. So it's like, I'm used to this shit. So yeah, we go, and that was like that first incident. I'm like, I know how this is gonna go. I already know how this is gonna play out. So I'm just gonna be chill, I'm gonna be chill. Like, I'm not gonna be too territorial, but my husband's pretty good. He's a good guy, So we go to the first module in the dental field, and the teacher's fucking awesome. She was half Korean and half Mexican, and she's fucking awesome. We actually became really good friends. And we lost contact because I lost my fucking phone, and I moved, and she moved, and I don't know how to contact her. I have her Facebook, but she never goes on it. So, anyways, she's really cool. And so we started this place, and we're all starting to get along. These two girls were my friends. We're like I guess a little group. My husband, me, thing one and thing two. So we're just like a little group. We come in, we introduce ourselves, and the first thing they said, my husband's like, "Oh yeah, I'm Alex, whatever, and this is my wife, B&A," and like, he didn't let me introduce myself. He's like, "This is my wife," and everybody's like, already, like threw it out there. I'm like, "Alex, I thought we were gonna keep this on the down low. We want less drama." So I don't know. It's just, I think that was very sweet. By the way, I think that was very sweet for him to throw that out there. The next day, there's this one girl. We just said, "You sit wherever you want," basically. And the thing went into two, stuck next to us. We were just chilling out together. And I just remember the second week, this one girl showed up that I had never seen before in that class. I guess she was sick or something. She just goes straight towards my husband and sits right next to him. Like, "I'm here," and I'm like, "Bitch, I'm here." Like, hi. But I didn't like her. I didn't fucking like her. I have this sixth sense of, if I know when I don't like somebody, but I always give it a try. So I was nice to everybody, And we go through module, and I know people hate when you're doing good. People fucking hate, and I'm not boasting, but I try really hard. When it comes to school, I try really hard, and I really love school, and I'm there for a fucking reason. I want to get my life together, So at this time, my husband had a nice Lexus, and I think I was working on, and I had a Mercedes. Oh no, that was after. So like, we were doing good. We had a nice place. Like, so we were doing good, and I guess we just wanted to get better. We just want to move up and have a better career. So we're just progressing. We're just moving up the ladder. I guess people don't fucking like that. If they see that you have something that they don't, instead of congratulating you and asking you, "Hey, how you do it?" Like, they hate, and it's like horrible. I'm not like that. Like, if someone is doing good, I want to know how the fuck they did it, and I want to not only congratulate them, but like, "Hey, how'd you do it?" Like, give me some pointers. What am I doing wrong? Stuff like that, because you learn from people. The fuck? That's how you learn, you know? And you learn from your mistakes, but, you know, people like to hate, and I'm not like that. If you're doing good, good for you, good for all of us, you know? That's good. So, going back to, I noticed this one chick that always only, didn't wear any foundation, it was just eyeliner, the liquid eyeliner, that's all. No curling lashes. It was a pet peeve for me. When I see people with pretty eyelashes that doesn't curl them, pet peeve. Anyways, do you, boo, do you. And then I just noticed her, but I don't even fucking remember her name. This is how bad I am. This is a long time ago. I don't remember her name, but I noticed her. She had like an evil eye. She was giving me the evil eye, you know, like the, she didn't like me. And, this is where it comes, all this fucking shit drama happened at this fucking ghetto school. You know, fuck it, it's ghetto. It was ghetto. It's in Anaheim, so it was ghetto. And I'm not saying Anaheim is ghetto. I'm just saying that part of Anaheim was ghetto. Because I don't want to seem like so judgy or, you know. But what happened to me was not normal. Like, what happened, the situations, or maybe I'm maybe too sheltered. But that was their issue, that I was too sheltered and I was spoiled or whatever with these girls, you know. So these two girls were friends and stuff. And then I hear the stories. She'll be telling me, you know, hey, like, guess what I did last weekend? I'm like, what the fuck you did? Yeah, girl, what's up? Tell me. And she's like, oh, I fucked this guy in the parking lot. And I'm like, what? That's gross. That's disgusting. Like, that's disgusting. Parking lot floor? Like, dude, really? Like, you can't even go in the car? Like, there's cars there. You couldn't go in the car? So I was like, fuck, that's disgusting. And this other girl was telling her, dude, I don't know how you do it. I was telling this girl, thing two, the tall one. I was telling her, like, oh, thing one, damn, girl, like, damn, you guys best friends? She's like, no, we just met here too, you know, like, I'm like, oh, cool, but they were already, like, clicked, you know, they already clicked, and, I was like, damn, and then, I was telling the other girl, I'm like, well, that's so cool that you're so, like, pure, and, like, so, like, respectful of yourself, blah, blah, blah. Turns out, this girl is a hoe, too, like, also gross and disgusting. I'm not saying heroism is bad, I'm just saying, it's not for me, and I don't respect it. Do what you want to do. I respect you. Doesn't have to respect your I don't have to respect your actions, you know, like, but I guess I'm judging then. So I was like, I know they're young to do it. You're gonna do that stuff. I'm just not for it. And you are who you hang out with. You are who you hang out with. I believe that to be true. I don't want to believe that you are what you eat, but that's coming true to me. That's becoming true now. So anyways, back to the story. So yeah, I'm getting through this thing, and then this guy comes in the third module, the third month, right? This like, ooh, short, but like probably tells me 5'2" or something, like beefed up and stuff, really young. He was 19, trying to flirt with every girl in that class except me, because he saw me cuddling next to my man. So, you know, guys take that pretty simple. I mean, some guys. So he comes in, and of course, hoe number one, not hoe, I won't say hoe number one. Thing number one, she had her eyes on that shit. She had her eyes on that shit. She's like, that one's mine. Like, I was like, okay, girl, you know, dude, you. And I'm like, you're good, you know, and like, this guy. I just don't know how to describe him. He was kind of like, he reminded me of a Jersey Shore kind of guy. Like, very, like, I'm the shit, like, look at my muscles, you know, kind of guy, and trying to flirt with every girl there. And, of course, these girls would get jealous over this guy. And, everything was cool, but it went downhill quick. Because within, like, the 5th month or 6th month, which was close to so I only had, like, 3 months left or 4 months left. Because I was doing really good in class, so these girls were hating on me. Even though they were my friends, acquaintance friends, they were hating on me because, my first x-rays that I took were perfect, and they were struggling, and I'm like, I've never done this shit before either, you know, like, I just paid attention, and I tried, and I got it right my first try, because I really try hard at school, you know. So they were like, it's because you did it the easy way. I'm like, we all have to do it the same way. You get graded by how you do, like, you guys have to do it a certain way, you know, the certain way you do it, you get taught you have to do it, and then later on, depending on how things change in the industry, then you gotta change it. But so I did the x-rays, and I got it right. Bite wings, I got it right. I got it right the whole time. I actually graduated with honors. Thank you. Thank you. And if it wasn't for what happened here, in that school, I would have been valedictorian. But no, I was 4 points away, valedictorian. I was just really, like, by a fucking hair. Anyways. So going back to the story. So yeah, I just know that they knew that they were just too ghetto for me. And then another group of girls came in, and they were kind of ghetto too. And I'm like, and these girls are always up. I'm not saying they're all after my man, but some of these girls are just trying. They're just trying. They just gotta throw their ass out there and be like, look at this. And then my husband's like, cochinas, like, which means dirty, you know. He didn't like hearing the shit that they did. Some girls think that if you talk about, oh, I sucked this guy's dick, or I did this dirty thing. Some guys some guys look at you like you're dirty. And some guys are like, ooh, another availability, you know, another girl I could just run over, you know? And my husband's not like that at all. We've been together for 10 years, married for 7. So I'm not saying he's an angel, but I'm saying, like, some guys do respect women and respect themselves, you know? So I noticed the girl, the one that was giving me I think her name was, I'm not gonna say her name, but let's call her Nancy. I don't remember her name. Maybe that's her name, but she reminds me of a Nancy. Is it Nancy? I don't know. Let's call her Nancy. She was a bitch. I remember I tried to talk to her, try to be cool with her, just because I don't like having negative shit around me, you know? So, I remember one time we were talking about, you know, like, pregnancy or something like that. Like, oh, yeah, everybody was talking about it, and the whole class was talking about it. Like, oh, I've never gotten pregnant, like, without using a condom. I think it's just you're lucky, or it's just some people just don't get pregnant when they're like, I'm like, well, I've never gotten pregnant, and I've never used condoms. Literally the next fucking day, if you're pregnant, you have to wear a vest. Like a vest, a big, very heavy vest, almost like 10 to 20 pounds. Like the ones when they take x-rays. You know, you get covered with the vest, because that's radiation all over the class, so you gotta be protected, especially if you're pregnant. And I see her in the door, and she's outside the door since she was pregnant, she was outside the room whenever people were taking x-rays, so she'd have to leave the class. Not only because she has the vest is just to cover her while she's in class, because there's radiation just bouncing around, but I don't know how it works. I should know she can't be in the room at all. And I just see her outside wearing the vest, and I'm like, didn't you say you couldn't get pregnant without a condom? I'm like, I wasn't making fun of her, and then she laughed, and I'm thinking, oh, we're cool, you know? And then literally, I had this really bad situation. That's a different story. That's another story. I cut my hair. I got a haircut, and I cried. My hair was literally this long. Like, I couldn't even wrap my fingers around. I couldn't even do this. Like, I couldn't go like this to wrap my fingers, not once. So it was really short. It's like short hair. And I cried. Long story short, I got extensions, and my hair was super long. It was like super long. And of course, I looked cuter with my long hair. I mean, I got a lot of compliments that day. And I remember we were in the computer class at that time, because we had computer, you know, lecture, and then we had the lab. And I just remember, like, glancing, and she was just giving me the dirty eye, and I'm like, hi, you know, like, just because that's how else do you react? You don't, like, mad back them back. Like, I don't want to mad dog her back. So, and then she's like, oh, hi, and then, that's when I noticed, like, you know what, this bitch doesn't like me. She doesn't like me. I'm done trying. You know, that's it. It's fine. I still don't remember her name, and I didn't know her name then. It was just, you know, I knew everybody else. It's just she was not very nice to me, you know. And then when I know, especially now that I find out she's pregnant, I'm like, well, I'm gonna stay away from hormonal shit, you know. So I had gone to literally right before the whole her glancing at me in the computer class. I remember going to a psychic. I don't know how people feel about that, but I didn't really take it seriously at that time, because we went to Irvine Spectrum, and it's just a lady with a little table and her post. No crystal ball, just tarot cards. And just her, and a little ass table with her cards. And she's just sitting there on her phone. And then it says like a sign on the side. It says psychic tarot cards, and it tells you what she does. And we're like, who is, like, and we have 30 minutes to kill us, because we're watching a movie at the Irvine Spectrum. It was my husband, my brother-in-law, his girlfriend at that time, but now they're together, and me. So all 4 of us were going to the movie. And I remember stopping, and we're like, cool, let's go get our hands read. And by the way, everything fucking came true. Everything came true except what she told me. I mean, most of what she told me came true, except because she warned me if I want something to happen, do this, you know? So she told me, that's a different story. If you want to hear the psychic story of what she told me, like the full-on story of what she told all of us, let me know. Or I'll just do it, just because it's fun, telling stories. And so, I'll just tell you what she told me. She told me, you know, you're very fertile right now. Now it's what, 21, 22? Of course I'm very fertile. And she's like, but if you don't want to get pregnant now, you better take care of yourself, because your first pregnancy is going to be regular. Your second pregnancy, you're going to have twins. And I'm like, fuck, that shit runs my family. My mother miscarried twins, you know, in Mexico a long time ago. So they would have been like maybe a year younger than me. So there's a high chance that I will have twins. So I'm like, you know what? I'm not ready for that. I'm going to school. I'm trying to get my life better. So yeah, definitely not gonna get pregnant. So she also told me there's gonna be two girls who are pretending to be your friend. You're pretending to be your friend, and they're not really gonna be your friend. You have to watch out for those two girls. And it was so weird because I only knew two girls in that class that were close to me, you know, that I was getting really close to. At that time, you know, I was trying to mentor them because they were so young. I mean, they were 3 years younger than me, but they're still mentally young. Like, this girl would just not respect herself, and I don't mind, you know, do what you gotta do. But if you want my advice, I'll tell you, you know. And I was telling her, like, you gotta respect yourself. You know, you're pretty, you know, like, you know, you gotta respect you guys. And the other girl, I think too, the tall one, she was like, she wasn't as bad as the first one, like, as in, like, not respecting herself, doing things she shouldn't be doing, but it's, you know. And then the thing one was telling me, oh, you know, I think I might be pregnant. I'm like, I thought you said you didn't want to have kids. You don't even take care of the one you have right now. You're saying you don't like your daughter, and she's annoying to you, and that's why your mom takes care of her and stuff like that. I'm like, that's immature shit, you know? So I'm like, how come aren't you using protection if you already had one? You don't enjoy taking care of her or being a mother at this age. Why are you being unprotected, or are you looking for attention, or what is it? And then the other girl, she came to my 21st birthday party, and it wasn't a big party. It was just one of my really good friends, because I was living really far from my family, or from my friends my hometown. So I only invited one girl was able to come. It was close to Christmas because it was it was the day after Christmas, but we celebrated around that area. So people were busy. You know, people can't ever not really make it to my birthday. So that's why I stopped having my birthday parties around my birthday. So it's gonna be a month before or a month later. So she came over and she brought her boyfriend. Or this has happened so long ago. I believe it was her boyfriend's brother. She brought her boyfriend's brother as her date to my birthday party. And I brought my friend, this cool chick, Natalie girl. I miss you. I haven't seen you in a while. I'm happy for you. I know what's going on, and I'm happy for you. So, and she's really cool. Like, I honestly love her, and she's my girl. Like, I love her. And then my husband, she was getting down with this guy, and I'm like, you know what, you might want some privacy, you know, because we don't want to see what's going on happen. So she went into my room, into my closet. It has a big ass fucking closet. I had a giant closet. I had a walk-in closet, but it was big. It was maybe like 10 by 5. Yeah, it was pretty big. So I was living in a good apartment. You know, we were living with my brother-in-law and his girlfriend at the time. So, you know, I'm not boasting, but I'm just saying, like, so she went into my closet and she was doing her dirty things with her, you know, her boyfriend. And I was trusting her not to, like, steal my shit or anything, because I still didn't know this girl that well. And I was, you know, you never can trust everyone 100%, but I trusted her enough to do that stuff. So, literally, like, 2 weeks later after that, things went downhill very quick. This girl who was pregnant did not like me. And we were talking about the situations, because the people who have been there before us, the ones that were almost close to graduating, like a month before us, was telling how they were already in the field, like volunteering, doing their hours, you know, doing theirs in order to get their credits and stuff. And one of the guys was like, oh, we were switching stories, like, oh, this office, I'm not gonna say who it is. Maybe I should, but I'm not sure if I can get in trouble for saying this, because I didn't go. So according to what he said that this particular dental office reuses gloves, and that to me was disgusting. First of all, that's very illegal. And I'm like, damn, that's chunti. As you can see, I'm Hispanic, and I'm proud of who I am and where I come from. And I also love this country more than anything. I love this country because this is where I was raised. But I don't deny that I'm Mexican and that I'm Hispanic or Latina or whatever you want to say at all. So I have the right to say chunti. The word chunti means ghetto in Spanish. Okay, so I'm like, oh, that's chunti. Damn, where did you go? And then he told me the place and stuff. And then as soon as I, like, this girl's like, you know what? Like, random. Must have been the fucking hormones in her pregnancy. Random. She's like, oh, you think you're the shit and blah, blah, blah. You and your stupid boyfriend or husband. You know, like, you guys think you're the shit because, you know, you have a nice car and, you know, blah, 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 this and that. I don't know what the fuck she smoked that day. But she just, out of nowhere, I just turned around like, who are you? Like, I wasn't even talking to you. She's like, you think you're the shit, you know, saying that people are ghetto, blah, blah. I'm like, that's chunti. That's ghetto. You're not supposed to fucking be using gloves on one person and then using the same fucking glove on another one. Okay, that's illegal. And it's dirty. Okay? So I'm like, you know what? I didn't tell the teacher because I was really cool with the teacher. I'm like, I'm not gonna do this. I'm doing good in this. Like, I was doing good in school. So I'm like, I ain't gonna fucking do it. I just threw my hands up. I have nothing to do with this. Like, she's just going off behind me, talking shit, like, yelling about, oh yeah, this and that, you know, like, you fucking bitch, and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I don't even know you. I could just turn around and I'm like, I don't know you. What's your name? Like, who are you? I've been here for how long and I don't know you. I still don't know you, and that's not my fault. Like I try to get to know you. I'm like, bitch, you're crazy. You're crazy. And then, and I just kept saying, you're crazy. You're crazy. Just, I was talking to this guy right here, and then just back there, just throwing a fucking fit. And I'm like, I knew she was pregnant, so my conscience is always working. And I'm like, you don't want to get there. You don't want to go there, Vina. You know, like, you don't want to go there. And then, so, I don't know, like, so this girl just goes off on me, and everybody's, like, wide-eyed, because nobody knows where this came from. Like, we've been together in this class for I don't know how long now, like 6 months, 7 months, and you just pop off on me just randomly because I said chunti. I'm like, I knew she hated me from the fucking get-go. I knew it. I knew she'd fucking like me. She's just waiting for the right fucking moment to just pop off. And not only that, the hormones gave her the courage to do it. So it's like, damn, like, I'm not here for that. I'm here to learn, and I'm actually learning. So you're second to me when it comes to, like, this drama shit. I'm not here for it. And of course, my husband, he's like, you know what, don't even worry about it. Right next to me, he's like, don't even worry about it, you know, like, that's why we pay our taxes. You know, we call the cops that. They're the ones that handle it. And then she turns around and she pops off on him. Oh, you know, I'm gonna bring my husband so he can defend me and blah, blah, blah. And, like, you stupid little, like, escuincle means child, you know, and stuff like that. And he just starts laughing. He's like, yeah, see, you just gotta call them cops. And then I just remember laughing, and everybody's like, didn't know if to laugh or to, like, be surprised. Everybody was like, what the fuck? And of course, my two friends were like, ooh, juicy, you know? And I'm like, that was fucking weird. And then they were just and then after that, like, it went down quick. I'm telling you, quick. These girls turned their back on you like this. So, since this girl's pregnant, a lot of people, and she was there before me, a lot of people were gonna back her up, even though I did nothing wrong. Or people were playing both sides. Like, the whole class was playing both sides. Everybody would talk to me. Everybody would talk to her. They just knew that we didn't get along. And every 5 minutes, this girl would just talk shit, be mean. And I was just trying to be nice. And, like, I still would try to be nice, even though she was popping off or whatever. And I actually spoke to the teacher, like, after. And I'm like, what the fuck was her problem? What was her issue? And she's like, she just doesn't like you. I'm like, why? She's like, because you're doing good in class and you just started. And then she's like, and people just don't like other people doing good. And that's how I know for a fact. It wasn't all in my head, like, you know? And then, literally, like, when we were in lab, maybe a week later, you know, in lab, you bring your own people so you can do their x-rays. They take their x-ray, you get the copy. You know, they keep their copy, and then, you know, you practice on people because we're getting closer to, like, going into the field. And I brought my friends, and at that time, I was just taking x-rays on my husband, and I remember this one guy just giving me the dirtiest look. And I know he was a guest because everybody was bringing their own guests. And I'm like, who the fuck is this guy? And I'm like, if he doesn't stop looking at me like that, I'm gonna fucking say something, you know? And he was just giving me the dirtiest look. This grown man giving me this dirty ass look for no fucking reason. I've never seen this fucking guy again in my life. And then I see her taking x-rays on him. And I'm like, are you serious? Like, you brought someone to intimidate us? And it fucking worked. Not gonna lie. I'm like, first of all, he could have came in, like, no, you don't get checked to come in the class, which is really bad. Like, there's no metal detectors, they don't check your purse, they don't check your pockets. Anyone could just walk in. So if this guy was fucking crazy, could have done something bad. So I was like, no. I took it up with the teacher, I took it up with the whole fucking place. I'm like, you know what? This guy, not only did me and this girl have this issue that she fucking popped off, everybody was witness, the teacher was there to witness it, I didn't start the shit, and then she threatened to bring her husband, and then she did bring her husband to beat up my husband, but obviously this guy didn't do a shit because he's a pussy. Thank God he was a pussy. But he could have brought a knife, he could have brought anything to hurt us, and it was really easy for him to walk in and walk out. So I'm like, fuck no. We left the class, we left the class early, and I told the teacher, you know what, I'm not doing the shit. You better fucking fix it. I'm like, you fix it, and I'm coming tomorrow, I'm gonna talk to somebody. And I did. I talked to them, I'm like, you know what? And I talked to them, and I'm like, you know what, this is not right. And then, like, you know what, that's fine, it's fine. They took her out of the class. They put her into the daytime one. Because she fucked up. She fucked up, you know? And, I'm not gonna be coming to class, and I'm like, you guys better be careful who you bring in, like, that's wrong. Like, really? If shit would have gotten serious, shit could have gotten serious real quick. Like, he could have brought in anything to hurt us, you know? And like, the fuck, like, some of these schools, man, they gotta have more protection or more security, you know? And it was a night class, so it ended at 10 or something. It just ended late, like 10, yeah. So it's like, it started at 6 and ended at 10 or 11, I don't remember, but it was late. So I'm like, they didn't have security, like really good security at that time, so I was like, the fuck? It's already been 30 minutes. I'm gonna have to figure out how to shorten this. But, so they moved her to the other class, and some people were mad, and I'm like, I don't give a fuck. She couldn't hurt. Like, this is not cool. They should have to take this seriously. Like, anybody could walk in and just hurt us, you know? And especially now, it's happening in, like, how much was 2012, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 5 years later, shit's still happening in schools. So it's like, something's got to change, you know? But I'm not even gonna get into that. Just saying that I witnessed that shit, like, that could have happened to me. So, it's serious. So then, yeah, they moved her out, and I swear, I knew that these people are crazy. That's why I say this place was fucking ghetto. They didn't hurt us because we left. I don't know what their plans were, but as soon as I noticed that shit happened, I fucking left. I was like, I ain't gonna stay here to find out what the fuck is gonna happen. It's not me being a pussy, it's me being smart, because I'm not prepared to die, okay? I ain't never prepared to die. So, so that happened, and we continue our days, and these two girls, everybody's like, like 2 or 3 people didn't like that. They're like, oh, that's fucked up. And then these two girls, the reason these girls turned their back on me quick was because I was just sick of hearing the dirty shit they were doing. And I was like, you know what, if you guys don't want to fucking learn to respect yourself, I'm sorry, I can't hang out with you anymore. Like, just don't talk to me. I just told me, you know, I'm sorry, just don't talk to me. Like, I don't want to hear that shit anymore. And I just stopped hanging out. I was telling the teacher, oh my, guess what, the psychic told me. And the girl next to me, she's like, I don't believe in that shit, blah, blah. I'm like, well, it's funny, because the psychic told me that there was going to be 2 girls that I had to watch my back for. And then they're just like, that shit's not real. And I'm like, And then that day, I stopped talking to them. And then that day, they turned. And slowly, they were trying to hang out with me, and I'm like, nah, I'm good. Like, do your thing. Do your thing. I don't have time. I already have drama with this bitch. And then I don't want more with you guys, because there's always just drama, talking about dirty dicks and stuff. I don't have time for that. I'm here to learn, you know? I was just sick of babysitting them, so I was over it. And I have my real friends. I don't need more, you know? But it's not, there's nothing wrong with just trying to make friends. Just sometimes it doesn't go right. And I just know they just didn't like me. And, I mean, I guess I gave him a reason to, because I don't know. I guess I handled it wrong in that my fault was to drop them like a hot potato. I should have eased them to like, you know what, you do your thing. So then this new group came and I was made friends with them. Guess what? These two new girls. Guess what happened? I had issues with one of them. Why? Because maybe I'm the problem. Who the fuck knows? But I just know this shit happens to me all the fucking time, and I'm fucking used to it. And that's why I'm always wearing my like bracelets and stuff, like no negative energy right here. Peace and love, peace and love. So these two girls. One of the girls really cool, really sweet, very 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 sweet. Again, they met in the first module one day before they came in, and the other girl, she was just fucking ghetto, and she was again ghetto, just dirty talking again. And then I'm like, dude, why is everyone like this? Like, have to dirty talk in front of my husband, be dirty to impress him, and he just looks at you like cochina, you know, like some guys just don't like that shit, you know. That's why I never worried about him. I just didn't like how disrespectful they were towards me about him, you know, like it's just gross. So I just dropped her. And then I remember, like, we always would have potlucks and stuff like that, you know, just bring food on, like, Fridays and stuff, shit like that, because Friday was, like, casual Friday, so you could wear whatever you wanted. And I think they stopped that when I wore a shirt like this. Like, literally, I wore a shirt like this, and Friday was not available for casual Friday, so I'm gonna fuck that up. And I don't know what's wrong with this, like, I guess, you know, like, so they stopped, and I'm like, because I remember walking in, and the teacher's like, oh, Vianney, oh no, she's trying to put my hair to cover my titties. It was funny. She's awesome. Anyways, focus. Thank you. And so it's almost an hour talking about this, and I'm hungry. So then, you know, casual Fridays, you know, and then you would have potlucks, and I used to live next to this really bomb ass taqueria place, so I would bring, and this is before I was vegan, back and forth vegan. Long story. So, I had this taqueria would bring the meat, you know, everybody would bring something eventually, you know, and then I was really nice, so I would just bring the whole class meat tacos, you know, the carne asada tacos with the guacamole, everything, I would bring, the salsa, the chips, everything. And then some people would bring, like, cupcakes and stuff like that, so I would always bring the meat course, because that's what everybody wanted, you know, and the teacher would pitch in, you know. She was really cool. She was like my best friend in that class, to be honest. And I asked her, I'm like, oh, like I'm so glad we're cool. She's like, it's because there's some students don't want to learn. They're just here to waste time and money, you know? And then some people learn, and it looks like you're trying, and from the moment you started trying, so it's like refreshing to have students, because I mean, it was a ghetto situation, you know? So it was refreshing to her for me to try, you know? And then, and my husband was doing really good too. I was helping him out a lot. Not like cheating, but like I would study really hard with him. Like we would study nonstop. That's how I am. I study. And then he caught up. You know, it worked out for him. So back to I did the carne asada, and this is when these girls and I weren't talking anymore. And we've had issues before. Like, when this whole happened of the whole drama with this girl, with this Nancy girl, these girls were on her side, and I can't explain details because this is like almost a year period of when all this happened. A lot of little things happened. Like there's an instance when we were in the same, like, trying to get the same item. She looks at me and gives me the door. I'm like, what? You have something to say to me? She's like, and I'm like, what? Like, say it. Like, I'm right here. I'm not trying to fight, but I'm right here if you got something to say. You know, just because I was just getting so pushed, like, and she would be like, oh, this fucking pig. She would call me a pig. Like, and I was thinner than I am right now. I'm not even thin right now. Like, I'm thick now, but, like, I was thinner than I'm now, and I don't understand what the fuck. But she would call me names like this fucking pig, this fucking beaner, blah blah blah, all this stuff, and I'm like just sitting there taking it, and I'm like, you dirty whore, you know, like. But I was there for school. I was sitting there to make friends. So I was like, you know what? I don't give a fuck. Jealous bitch, you know. So I just knew that you're just hating from me from the beginning, but whatever, what can you do? So I was being bullied in college with this group of immature girls who I let in my house, who I gave advice, who I cared for, try to help them and guide them. But because I decided to drop them, I dropped them for a good reason. You can't change someone or fix someone or help someone who doesn't want to be helped. So since I wasn't influencing them, I was not going to let them influence me. So I had to drop them. That was my situation, and that's what I did. And I don't care if it turned out, and honestly, I don't care if that I got bullied. I don't give a fuck. I know some people can't handle being bullied. I didn't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck if you don't like me. I'm gonna do what I gotta do, you know? It is hard, but I guess I don't pay attention to it. It hurts at the moment, but it's like, I got through it. Like, I had my husband there, so I wasn't by myself, and my husband would butt in, but I'd be like, you know what, just don't, because you can't. I mean, even though you want to, like, sweetie, you can't. You can't say something rude to them, because then you look bad, because it's a girl, you know? You can't. You can't, even though they're ganging up on me, you can't. And he understood that, so but it was hard for him to watch me go through this, but then he would spoil me in front of them. Like, he would do the sweetest things for me, and so that just sparked even more hating, you know? So, again, I would have new friends every fucking month, but these girls would talk so much shit about me and kind of turn them against me, so what is that called? It's called bullying. And I was like, okay with them, because I was okay with that, because you know what? Fake sticks with fake. Fake shit sticks with fake shit. That's fine. Like, and of course, like, I did have some, my side of friends who were really cool with me, but this is why I say fake, because when I brought food, fucking carnitas, tacos, these bitches were eating my fucking tacos. And I'd be like, you're welcome. You're welcome. Go ahead and eat. I'm not a bitch like you. Go ahead, eat. I didn't do shit to the food. Go ahead, eat. We're all eating. Why? Because I'm a good person. You're a whore. And you're dirty. And you're a bitch. Okay, that's a little strong. But I'm just saying, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I was always nice. As whenever I get a chance to be nice, I would do it. But these girls were bullying me, and then I would bring food and for everybody, you know, but I can't be like, you guys can't have tacos. You guys can't have tacos. I'm not like that, no? Food, you never deny food to anybody, first of all. You know, for me, that's my rule. And, so, you know, like, it's like, what the fuck, fake pictures? If it was me, and I didn't like the girl who brought the food, I wouldn't touch her food out of respect for myself. I wouldn't have to be told not to touch your food. I just wouldn't fucking touch your food. Why? Because I don't like you. That's it. But not these girls. So, I did make a friend, and she's an older, just like in her 30s, 40s, I think. I had mature women were always my friend. I literally had 30-year-olds and 40-year-olds, my besties. Why? Because they've been through it, been there. Because my mentality, I'm a married woman for this man I've been with for a long time. I don't have kids, but I have responsibilities. I have grown up responsibilities. Like, I don't have people taking care of my kids or you don't know. I was a grown woman. I am a grown woman, but, like, at that time, I was grown for my group of friends, you know? So, the older ladies, this one tall chick, awesome, love her. I miss her. I just miss her. She reminds me of Charlize Theron. And, this other girl, also really cool, very stable, you know? She was very possessive, though. Just a little possessive. And then I had this other girl who loved wine, introduced me to wine. And then she was divorced, had 2 grown children, very pretty, you know? I miss her, too. I miss all these chicks, the ones that were cool, like, I miss them. But, yeah, so I got through with them, like, but the thing is, this is the thing. Whenever new people came in, these girls would, like, put their venom in them, and whoever went with them believed whatever they had. I never had to explain myself to the ones who were friends with me because they were friends with me, not because I told them that these girls did this shit. Nah, I was not gonna say that shit. I was like, you know what, be my friend if you want to be my friend. If you want to believe that shit, believe that shit. But I don't have a reason to explain it myself. I'm still in this class because I had nothing to do with that, whatever happened, you know? So it's just like, I didn't have to explain myself and be like, no, these girls are wrong. They're saying that shit about me. That's not true. Talk shit. If you're talking shit about me, I'm doing something right. Okay, so continue what you got. I gotta love my haters and do your work. Do your work. If you're hating on me, continue. Do your work. Do your work for me. Thank you. But so yeah, I didn't clear up things with other people. So who were the ones that were my friends in that class already knew what the shit was going on. They already knew what to take from whatever these girls were saying, because my actions spoke very differently from what they were painting me as. So I wasn't suffering because they weren't my friends, or because they were talking shit about me, or because they were bullying me. I wasn't suffering because, I just see the brighter side of it. Granted that at the time it was hard for me to be called certain things, and I didn't give a fuck though. But now I really don't give a fuck. But I don't know how I got through it. I think I had a good self-esteem at that time still, and I still do. But like, you have to have really respect for yourself to know that it doesn't matter what anybody says about you. It doesn't matter, because they don't go. It doesn't matter if they're physically touching you. That's a different fucking story. That's a different fucking story if they're touching you. But if they're just saying words, that's their venom. Don't let it bite you. So again, it went downhill quick, and this new group came in, and this one girl came in, and she was my friend. She wasn't a friend that I knew before. It just became good friends. But she reminded me a lot of Thing 2. She was just like Thing 2, but a lot prettier, and she was a model, and she was the same height as her. They were just like the same fucking thing, except she was cool. I liked her vibe, She was cool. Like, we clicked right away. I don't care what she did. Like, we clicked. And the funny thing is, remember that guy I told you, that the short guy? The Thing 1 was like trying to get him, remember, from the beginning. Never happened. It was just kind of on and off. And the new girl that came in, we'll call her Baby. We'll call her Baby, because she just had big cheeks, and she's really pretty. She was really pretty and stuff, but she was fucking like real. Like, she was real. Like, don't fucking say shit in front of her, because she'll beat your face. She might be 5'1", 4'11". She'll beat your face. Like, I was like, girl, you're cool. I like you. You're cool. But I kind of had a feeling. I'm like, I know where this is gonna go. This guy kept flirting with this girl. I'm telling you, he was like the greeter. Whenever new girls came into the class, he'd be like, "Hi, how are you? I am this and this," and like he would flirt with everyone. So then they became really good friends, the guy and her. And this Thing 1 was not liking the fact that this guy, let's call him Thing 3. No, there's too many things. Let's call him Mike. Okay. Started liking Baby, right? And she was showing him like her half-nude pics of her modeling, lingerie modeling. And this other girl was not having it. She was hating the fact that my new bestie is luring her. They were dating. They were kind of dating. They were somehow, and then this guy saw this other chick. He's like, move on, bitch. Like, done with you. Next, So that's why I'm telling you, don't do that shit. That's what I was trying to explain to her. Don't fucking do this shit. But, didn't want to learn. She didn't want to learn. That's not my problem. So, obviously that happened. And I was like, like, where your guy's at, like, that's what kind of respect that you have. He's going to have the same respect that you have for yourself, which is none. Yours is at 0. So, you don't got respect for you. So, he was chilling with this girl and, like, kicking it with us, I guess. We're close to, I was, like, 1 month away from graduating. And Alex and I used to take the stairs because we're trying to be healthy. But my friend Baby went down the elevator with Thing 1, which is the one that I had the most problem with, the short one. Don't know what happened in there between, but as soon as the doors opened, we were already passing by, because the elevator was right here, and the stairs were like right here, right? So, you come down, you're walking. As soon as the elevators open, we're passing by, and all I hear is blah, 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 blah. And I was like, the fuck? And then I noticed it was Baby. And I'm like, oh shit, what's going on? And then I just remember everybody was coming out. I don't remember how this happened, but there was a lot of fucking students there. And they were like talking shit. Oh yeah, fucking bitch, blah, 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 blah. Like, I don't know what Thing 1 said to Baby, but Baby did not fucking like that shit. She did not fucking like it, and she fucking popped off on this one. And I was holding her back, because I know Thing 1 had no balls. She can bark, but she can't bite. So, Thing 1 got what she deserved. Nothing happened to her, thanks to me, because I held Baby back. I kept holding her hands, and she was like, blah, 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 and even her hands were, like, back here, because I know the other bitch wasn't going to do shit. I already fucking knew. And then my husband stepped in too. So by that time, they were just talking shit to each other, and like everybody was around. And then these teachers came out, and they're like, "No, this is enough. We're gonna call the cops if you don't stop." It moved out. I think one of us was on the verge of tears, but I was not on her side. I felt bad for her, but she should stop talking shit. Like, some people like me they're down for the fight. I'm not down for the fight because I'm down for my education. I'd rather get my feelings hurt for that month and graduate than get kicked out and lose all the money that I put into the school. You know? I kind of think about that stuff, you know, the yush. But this girl wasn't like me, so I just remember the girl that grabbed her by the throat. Baby grabbed thing one by the throat, and that's when my husband and I stepped in and we're like, "Hey, girl, you can't do that shit, you know? You don't want to get kicked out." And I kept telling her, "You don't want to get kicked out. Don't do shit. Because she had kids too, and I'm like, "You're doing this for your kids. You're not doing it for this bitch. Like, just, you know." And yeah, that happened. If you don't put yourself in the situations, then it won't happen, you know? Like me. Yes, I got bullied, but I didn't put myself in any situations that required me to. Anyways, that was my story time. This girl was really rude, and she got kicked out of class. Not school, just class. Because she was threatening me, and I never physically got in a fight, but I was being bullied through that stuff. And so yeah, that was the time when I got in a fight with this pregnant chick. And it wasn't a fight, it was a verbal fight. But I got bullied a lot in college. And now I just avoid all that shit. I got acquaintance. I don't got friends. Nobody comes to my house. Ain't nobody coming to my house. Unless I really can trust you. If I can really end up trusting you, then yeah, I'll bring you in. But every time I've done that, every single fucking time, these girls ain't loyal. I have 2 best friends, and that's it. 2 best friends. And then my high school friends, they're still my friends. But as in, like, I could say, call them not just friends or sisters. I got 2. Marbella and Elizabeth, my bestie. She's getting married. And I'm so excited for her. Alrighty, well, that was my story, and that's it. Again, this is why I say peace and love. Peace and love.